Hi, I'm Alex, I'm 19, I study drama and English literature at Kingston University. Moving away from home was really hard at first. For the first 2 weeks I was so homesick. I was ringing my parents every day going, "No, I miss you, I want to come home, blah, blah, blah." But then as soon as you make your new friends and you settle into a group, then it starts getting a lot easier. You can talk to them about everything. They become like a little family in their own, and everybody's in the same boat as you. Everybody else is like scared and quiet at the start, so you really find you don't need to talk. When I first came to halls, I was happy with the room, but my parents saw it when they moved in, and they weren't happy. They thought it was tiny. They said, "You're paying how much for this a week? Oh, it's rubbish." But it's my own space. I have to look after it, I have to tidy it, I have to make sure everything's like fine to live in, and it's just really nice to come home to your own space rather than having somebody else there. The biggest problem I've had in halls is finding the time to cook myself properly, because I'm out a lot at uni doing work, and then I'm out with my friends. I find it like hard and just quite tiring just to cook proper decent meals. That's why I like going home, because I get full course dinner with vegetables and stuff, and it's a lot easier. Halls has changed me so much. From when I first moved here, I was like quiet and shy. Like we do pre-drinks and I'll just be stood in the corner by the door just waiting for us to go. But now I enjoy everything. I'm talking to people, I'm meeting new people like every day basically, and it's helped me to grow as a person. I'm more independent and confident than I was like 6 months ago. Living at halls gives you everything you need to know, all the experiences of living by yourself for the first time, but with just a little bit of added help from like the security and the people who work on the campus. So by the time you leave in June, you'll be completely ready to move into a house and live by yourself. There's only one word to describe Freshers Week: madness. Absolute madness.
Yo, I once was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'ma pile it up. Now I'm dope, want the bread we can toast. So fresh how we flow, everybody get their style. Yo, I once was a kid with the other little kids. Now I'm ripping up shows and the fans going wild with us. Tell mommy I'm sorry, this life is a party. I'm never growing up. Was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'ma pile it up. Now I'm dope, want the bread.
I'd absolutely recommend halls to anybody going to university. It's the place to be. If you're like moving away from home for the first time, you need to go to halls. You won't get the same experience without it.
I'm never growing up.
The jump from college to university is huge, because at college you get help from all your teachers, they're there for you. But at university, it's much more independent. You're expected to do your own work and you're expected to manage your own time. So my best advice would be to use your tutors, because they're there to help you. You have them for 3 years, so you need to use them. Secondly, manage your time. So divide, if you have 2 subjects, divide them equally. And number 3, probably most important, keep on top of your work. You don't want to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning in the library writing your essay for a 3 o'clock deadline the next day. So it's really important to manage your time and do your work. I prefer to study in the library because it just feels more like a learning environment than doing it at home in halls. In halls you've got loads of distractions. You have like TV, computer and stuff, but in the library everybody else around you is learning. They're not distracting you because they're going on with work. You're not getting distracted, so you really can focus solely on your work. So I find it a lot easier to study in the library. The library is overwhelming at first. When I first got in there, like, you get lost. You think, okay, where do I go? But then the staff there are helpful. They talk you through it. Just ask anybody and they'll point you in the right direction. They're just friendly. They're there to help you. At first, deadlines were quite tough, really. You know, for the first 2 assignments you always leave it to the last minute. You think, oh, first year doesn't mean anything, but then you realise they're trying to teach you the tools and the way of learning to go well with the second year. So after that you really need to keep to the deadlines and stick to deadlines. The most difficult thing I find personally about studying is keeping on top of it all.
Is this thing on? Word.
So what, we get drunk. So what, we don't sleep. We're just having fun. We don't care who sees. So what, we go out. That's how it's supposed to be. Living young and wild and free.
My first impression of uni was that it's a lot different to what I'm used to. Back home in the, I had a small little school, and here is such a massive environment with thousands of people roaming around. It's different, but it's cool. And London's a lot different to my hometown.
I found it fun, to be honest. It wasn't really what I expected. I thought it would be a lot more intense, but everyone just messes around, and you meet people that are on the same wavelength as you. It's enjoyable. Socialising with people was actually enjoyable. I mean, I met a lot of cool people. Everyone, got along, and we all was on the same page. So, for me, socialising wasn't actually a problem. It was quite cool.
The first day was pretty easy because you're on the course with everybody that wants to do the same thing, so you find a lot of general interest. Because I study film, a lot of people want to talk about film, and so you make friends quite easily. I live at Halls in Seething Wells, and it's a different experience. It's pretty mad. It's you meet people that come from all over the land. One of my flatmates is from Dubai, and it's just nice to see a different aspect of their life and culture.
Well, to be honest, when I was living at Halls, I was living at IQ Wave. No one tended to socialise. I mean, everyone was always doing their own thing, and it was just highs and buys. I felt socialising inside university was a lot more better than living at Halls and trying to get to know people.
The only way to describe Freshers is mental. It's something else. At the Freshers Fair there was free pizza, which was pretty dope, and there was a lot of night outs, which was so cool. Meeting new people, like alcohol flow and all that. It was madness. Something you can only do once.
Freshers Week, yeah, it was cool. I mean, Freshers Ball and meeting new people, going out clubbing. Everyone just wants to party. It was actually mad. Enjoyed it.